Morning breaks over Melbourne, and the city begins to stir. Golden light spills across the rooftops, glinting off the Yarra River as its waters shimmer like liquid gold. Trams hum along cobblestone streets, and cafes awaken, their aroma of fresh coffee mingling with the crisp morning air. Amid this gentle urban rhythm stands a landmark of culture and creativity. The National Gallery of Victoria. Its elegant facade catches the first rays of sunlight, casting long shadows across the steps where early visitors gather. The building seems to breathe with the city itself, a quiet promise of inspiration within its walls. As Melbourne wakes, the NGV stands as both a guardian of history and a gateway to imagination. Every corner, every gallery, holds the stories of centuries of artists, dreamers, and innovators. The morning hush invites you to step closer, to enter a world where every brushstroke, every sculpture, and every exhibit has a voice. This is not just a museum. It is a place where the past and present converge, where light and shadow play across walls filled with masterpieces, and where each visitor begins a journey into the limitless possibilities of human creativity. Stepping closer to the National Gallery of Victoria, you are met with a sight both grand and inviting. The NGV's architecture is a beautiful blend of history and modernity. Classical columns and stone facades stand proudly beside sleek contemporary extensions. The building itself tells a story, one of evolution, vision, and the enduring power of art. The main entrance welcomes all, tourists, students, families, and seasoned art lovers alike. Banners flutter in the morning breeze, announcing the latest exhibitions, while the steps hum with anticipation. Each person who climbs them is not just entering a building, they are stepping into a journey through centuries of creativity and imagination. Inside, the light changes, high ceilings and spacious halls create a sense of openness, while carefully designed corridors guide visitors from one gallery to another. The air carries a quiet energy, the soft echo of footsteps, the hushed conversations, the occasional gasp at a masterpiece, a rhythm that feels almost sacred. The NGV has been a cultural cornerstone since 1861. Over the years, it has expanded, grown, and transformed, yet it has always remained true to its mission, to inspire, to educate, and to connect people with art. Every detail of the entrance, from the marble floors to the wide staircases, signals the beginning of an extraordinary experience, a place where the beauty of human creativity is celebrated and shared with the world. Even before you reach the galleries, the grand entrance sets the tone. It is a threshold between the ordinary and the extraordinary, a place where the city's pulse meets the heartbeat of art. As you pass through, anticipation builds, for inside awaits a universe of color, form, and imagination, ready to awaken your senses and stir your soul. As you step further into the National Gallery of Victoria, the world of European art unfolds before you. These galleries are filled with centuries of history, each painting and sculpture a window into another time, another life. The walls are adorned with masterpieces that have traveled across continents, surviving wars, revolutions, and the passage of time, only to find a home here in Melbourne. Imagine standing before a Rembrandt, the deep shadows and golden light capturing the subtlety of human emotion. Each brushstroke tells a story, a fleeting glance, a moment frozen in time, and yet, it feels timeless, speaking across centuries directly to the viewer. Nearby, the Impressionists like Monet invite you to lose yourself in color and movement. Soft pastels of light reflected on water, the gentle sway of trees in a breeze you can almost feel, and the quiet intimacy of everyday life captured in fleeting, magical moments. The NGV doesn't just display European art, it curates an experience. Each gallery guides you, like a conversation with the artists themselves. You trace the evolution of techniques, the boldness of innovation, and the emotional depth captured in each canvas. The sculptures, from delicate marble busts to commanding full-body statues, add dimension to the stories, showing human form in both realism and idealized imagination. Walking through these halls, you can almost hear the whispers of history, the echo of centuries of creativity, the voices of patrons, and the passions of the artists. Here, in these European masterpieces, the human experience is laid bare: joy, sorrow, love, power, and vulnerability. And as you move from one piece to another, you feel a connection, not just to art, but to the enduring essence of humanity itself. The European galleries at the NGV are more than a collection. They are a journey. Each painting, each sculpture, is a milestone, a testament to the skill, vision, and imagination of the artists who shaped the world of art. And for every visitor, this journey is both personal and universal, an invitation to witness the timeless beauty of human creativity. From the grandeur of European masterpieces, your journey takes a profound turn as you enter the galleries dedicated to Indigenous Australian art. Here, the walls and display cases pulse with stories that stretch back tens of thousands of years, reflecting a connection to land, culture, and spirituality that is both ancient and living. Each piece tells a story of Dreamtime legends, ancestral beings, and the sacred relationship between people and country. The vibrant dot paintings, intricate bark, art, and ceremonial objects speak of knowledge passed down through generations, a visual language that is as rich as it is profound. You can almost feel the heartbeat of the land in every color, every line, every symbol. Walking through these galleries, you notice the attention to context. Descriptions and accompanying narratives invite you to understand the deeper meaning of each work, not just as art, but as a reflection of culture, survival, and resilience. The NGV has created spaces that honor the voices of the artists, ensuring their traditions are celebrated with respect, reverence, and authenticity. Sculptures, woven objects, and ritual artifacts complement the paintings, offering a three-dimensional perspective on Indigenous life and ceremony. You see the intricacy of patterns that mirror nature, the flowing shapes that echo rivers and sand dunes, and the careful handwork that transforms natural materials into profound cultural statements. Here, in the Indigenous galleries, the museum transcends time. It connects the past to the present, showing that these traditions are not relics of history, but living, breathing expressions of identity and creativity. Visitors leave not only with awe at the beauty of the work, but with a deeper appreciation for the depth, wisdom, and resilience of Australia's first peoples. The NGV's Indigenous Australian Art Collection is more than visual. It is spiritual, educational, and transformative, a reminder that art is not only about what we see, but also about the stories, memories, and connections it carries. As you move deeper into the National Gallery of Victoria, the atmosphere shifts. The contemporary art galleries pulse with energy, experimentation, and bold creativity. Here, the rules of traditional art give way to innovation, challenging perception, and inviting visitors to engage with art in entirely new ways. The walls and spaces are alive with color, texture, and movement. Large-scale installations dominate the rooms, some immersive and interactive, others quietly thoughtful. Sculptures twist and stretch into unusual forms. Digital projections flicker with motion and sound, and abstract paintings explode with emotion and vitality. Each piece asks questions, provokes thought, and sparks imagination. Australia's contemporary artists take center stage alongside international visionaries. Their works reflect the world we live in, a complex, interconnected, and ever-changing landscape. Many explore themes of identity, environment, politics, and technology, encouraging visitors to think beyond the canvas and consider art as a reflection of society itself. In these galleries, you are not just an observer. You become a participant. Interactive installations invite touch and movement. Video art engages, sight and sound, and immersive environments surround you, blurring the line between the artwork and the audience. It's a dynamic conversation between the artist, the artwork, and every visitor who steps inside. The NGV's commitment to contemporary art ensures that it is not only a museum of the past, but a space for innovation, experimentation, and dialogue. Every visit offers something new, whether it's a provocative installation, a thought-provoking sculpture, or an entirely unexpected perspective on creativity. Here, the past meets the present, and the present looks boldly toward the future. Contemporary art at the NGV is not just to be seen. It is to be experienced, a living, breathing testament to human imagination in all its limitless forms. Every season, the National Gallery of Victoria transforms. Its halls, once familiar, become portals to entirely new worlds. Worlds built by imagination, history, and innovation. These are the special exhibitions, temporary, yet unforgettable experiences that bring global art to Melbourne's doorstep. From Renaissance masters to cutting-edge contemporary visionaries, these exhibitions bridge time and culture. One month, the gallery might glow with the serene light of Van Gogh's landscapes. The next, it hums with the futuristic brilliance of digital art from Tokyo or New York. Each exhibition is meticulously curated, designed not only to display art but to immerse you in its essence, its story, its soul. Walking through a special exhibition feels like stepping into a new dimension. The lighting, the sound, the spatial design, every detail is crafted to enhance emotion and connection. You're not simply looking at art, you're surrounded by it, embraced by it. You hear the whispers of history in classical pieces and the electric pulse of innovation in modern installations. These exhibitions often spark powerful conversations. They challenge assumptions, inspire new perspectives, and remind visitors that art is a living dialogue between cultures and generations. The NGV's partnerships with global institutions from Paris to New York, from London to Seoul, bring masterpieces that might otherwise be oceans away. But these showcases are not only about admiration, they are about connection. They allow Melbourne, a city known for its creativity, to stand as a global center of art and exchange. Each exhibition is a celebration, not just of the works on display, but of the universal human desire to create, to express, and to understand. When you leave a special exhibition at the NGV, you don't simply step back into the city, you carry something with you. A feeling, an idea, a new way of seeing the world. These moments of transformation are what make the NGV not just a museum, but a journey through imagination without boundaries. Step outside, and the hum of the city returns. Yet here, it feels different. Beyond the grand halls of the NGV lies one of its most peaceful and inspiring spaces, the Sculpture Garden. It's a sanctuary where art breathes under open skies, where sunlight and shadow dance across forms of stone, bronze, and steel. The garden feels alive. Trees sway gently above winding paths, and the sound of water trickles from a nearby fountain. Sculptures rise among the greenery, some monumental and commanding, others delicate and intimate. Each piece interacts with nature, the shifting light of day transforming the art itself. Morning sun brings warmth to the metal, and as dusk falls, the sculptures take on new life beneath the glow of the evening sky. Here, art and environment exist in perfect harmony. The open air allows each visitor to experience the works freely, to walk around them, between them, and even within them. There's something deeply human about this encounter, the ability to see art not confined by walls, but surrounded by the rhythm of life itself. Among the garden's treasures, visitors often find themselves pausing, not just to look, but to reflect. The sculptures invite silence and contemplation, moments of connection between the viewer and the artist's vision. Children play nearby, artists sketch quietly, and travelers rest in the shade, all drawn together by the same quiet magic that fills the space. The NGV Sculpture Garden is more than an outdoor exhibit. It is a bridge between the gallery and the world, where Melbourne's creative spirit meets the serenity of nature. It reminds us that art is not confined to galleries or museums. It is everywhere, waiting to be discovered in the open air, beneath the same sky that has inspired artists for centuries. As you stand here, surrounded by art and nature intertwined, the garden becomes more than a place. It becomes an experience, a gentle reminder that beauty lives not only in what we create, but in how we choose to see the world around us. Inside the National Gallery of Victoria, art is not something you simply look at, it's something you feel, touch, and experience. The NGV invites visitors of all ages to step beyond observation and into participation, turning the act of viewing art into a journey of discovery. Every corner offers something to engage the senses. Interactive installations invite visitors to move through space, to become part of the artwork itself. Digital screens respond to motion, soundscapes react to presence, and colors shift as you move, transforming passive viewing into an immersive dialogue between you and the artist's imagination. For families, the NGV Kids Gallery brings art to life in magical ways. Children paint with light, build sculptures from soft materials, and explore creativity through play. It's a space where young minds learn that art isn't distant or serious. It's alive, joyful, and limitless. Laughter echoes through the halls as little hands create their first masterpieces. Workshops and guided tours add another layer of connection. Artists and curators lead sessions that unveil the stories behind the paintings, the secrets of technique, the inspirations of the creators, and the cultural significance hidden in every detail. Visitors learn not only to see art, but to understand it, to feel the intention behind every brushstroke and line. Technology adds yet another dimension. Augmented reality tours and digital exhibits bring ancient works into the modern age, allowing visitors to see art come alive before their eyes. Sculptures moving, paintings unfolding, history revealed in real time. The NGV understands that art thrives through interaction. Whether it's the wonder of a child touching color for the first time, or an adult rediscovering curiosity through a new perspective, each experience transforms the museum from a place of quiet observation into one of living participation. Here, creativity isn't locked behind glass. It flows freely between artist and audience, past and present, imagination and reality. The NGV's interactive experiences remind us that art is not just something we see, it's something we become a part of. As the day turns to evening, the National Gallery of Victoria transforms once again. What was once a quiet sanctuary of art becomes a living stage for culture, conversation, and celebration. The NGV is not only a museum, it is a heartbeat of Melbourne's creative life, where art meets performance and history blends with the present moment. Throughout the year, the gallery hosts an extraordinary range of cultural events, from elegant evening galas and curator talks to film screenings, live music, and artist performances. Every event turns the NGV into a vibrant gathering place for people from all walks of life. The famous NGV Friday nights bring a new kind of magic to the museum. As the sun sets, the building glows with color and energy. DJs spin music in the courtyard. The air fills with laughter and conversation, and visitors wander the galleries under soft, ambient light, sipping wine, listening to live jazz. Surrounded by world-class art, it's an experience where creativity feels alive, immediate, and electric. Public lectures and panel discussions open the doors to knowledge and reflection. Artists, historians, and cultural thinkers share their insights, helping audiences explore the deeper meanings of art and its impact on the world. Each event offers a dialogue, not just about beauty and technique, but about identity, politics, and the power of expression. The NGV also celebrates the seasons and festivals of Melbourne itself. During Melbourne Design Week, the gallery becomes a hub of innovation and inspiration. During triennial exhibitions, the entire museum transforms into a playground of global creativity, showcasing works that redefine the boundaries of art and technology. In these moments, the NGV becomes more than a gallery, it becomes a living, breathing part of the city's cultural rhythm. It brings people together, sparks connection, and reminds us that art is not confined to walls or frames. It's an experience shared by all. Whether it's a quiet evening spent listening to a curator, a lively night surrounded by music and color, or a festival that transforms the museum into a world of wonder, each event at the NGV invites you to celebrate not just art, but life itself. As the day fades and the lights of Melbourne begin to shimmer across the Yarra River, the National Gallery of Victoria stands quietly, its glass and stone glowing softly under the evening sky. The laughter of visitors fades into memory, footsteps echoed down empty corridors, and the art rests once more in the calm of night. Inside these walls live centuries of human imagination, moments of beauty, struggle, faith, and hope captured in color, form, and expression. Every painting, every sculpture, every installation is a voice from another time, whispering across generations to remind us who we are and what we can become. The NGV is not just a building filled with art, it is a living archive of creativity, a place where the world's stories meet and merge. From the ancient traditions of Australia's First Peoples to the bold visions of contemporary artists, it reflects the endless spectrum of human experience. Here, art does more than hang on walls. It breathes, it questions, it inspires. It challenges us to see beyond the surface, to look deeper, to feel more fully. Each visit offers something new, a fresh perspective, a forgotten emotion, a spark of imagination that lingers long after you've left. Standing before its entrance once more, you realize that the NGV is not just a destination, it's a journey through time, culture, and creativity. A reminder that beauty exists not only in masterpieces, but in the act of seeing, feeling, and understanding. And, as you step back into the rhythm of Melbourne's night, the city lights reflected on the river, the sound of trams in the distance, you carry a part of the gallery with you, a quiet inspiration, a renewed sense of wonder, and the timeless truth that art, in all its forms, connects us all.